Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lena. I'm a 30-year-old adult collector of American Girl dolls, and today I thought I would do a tag video. I'm going to do the Taking My Dolls Out in Public tag, created by American Girl Films, and then also clean up my Just Like You 7 and dress her in one of the new outfits I got off Facebook Marketplace. Okay, before we begin, I just want to give you an overview of my girl here. So she is Loosey Goosey. This is Just Like You 7. I have named her Marley in my collection. And she is in need of a lot of love. Now, this video is not going to be me restringing her and all that. I really just want to put her in this cute outfit of her time, her era, and clean up her limbs a little bit. So we're going to do that today while I'm answering the questions. Sorry for those who don't like a nude doll. I'm sorry, I got to clean her up. All right, let's go. I have the questions up on my iPad over here, so if you see me looking, that is why. My magic eraser, so we're going to start cleaning her up while we answer that question. So I would say I probably take my dolls out 2 times a month, depending on where I'm going. So a lot of times I will take a doll of choice thrifting with me. They typically do not come into the store because I don't want them mistaken for something I'm trying to buy and then being like taken from me. That is an absolute nightmare to think about. But I will take one in the car with me for like good luck. So I have done that a couple times and it has worked, and I'm so pumped about that. But that doesn't mean it always works. It's also just something I like to have with me. Typically, that is where my partner and I go on the weekends, is thrifting. So that is the most that I will take them. Occasionally, if I've had to run errands, like go to the post office, I may take a doll with me and put her in the passenger seat. But I would say probably 9 out of 10 times my dolls do stay in the car. Now, in the heat of summer, I may not take dolls because of that. I also have taken my dolls to the AG store. That is so much fun. I typically, in the past, I've taken my mini-me, Charlie, which is McKenna Girl of the Year. It's something I really love doing. And if I do take a doll to the AG store, I will bring her inside. We'll take a bunch of pictures. It's like a whole thing, and it's so much fun. So I really do love when I visit the AG store, because then I'm able to bring her with me and have a whole day of it, basically. The next question is, do you take them out for any reason? So comfort, photos, travel buddy. I guess I answered some of this, but primarily I do take the dolls out for comfort. If we're driving thrifting, I may be in the passenger seat, like playing with the doll's hair. Or it's just really comforting for me. But also, like I had mentioned, sometimes I'll take them out as like a good luck charm, even if it doesn't necessarily work. I don't know. It's just like just makes me feel good to have a doll with me. And then it also said travel buddy. So yes, if I'm running errands, things like that. And then it says photos. So that is one I want to get better at this year, is taking my dolls out to take more photos out. One of my goals for 2025 this year was to really take more photos of my dolls different places than my home. Even that is something I'm slowly pushing my comfort zone. Like, there's this really beautiful tree out front. Okay, something just happened in my camera that was super weird. But what I was saying is there are some beautiful landscape around me, but I get a little nervous because I live in a townhome community, and so sometimes I get nervous being out front, like with a doll, taking pictures with my neighbors. But I will say I have gotten a little more brave. But one of my goals for 2025, so I guess I need to work on this for the end of the year, right, would be taking my dolls to a different location to take pictures, not just out front. Okay, moving into the next question. It says, what is the favorite place that you've taken a doll? So by far the American Girl store in Tyson's Corner. So for those not familiar, that's the DC, Virginia metro area. That is my favorite place. Well, one, because you can have so many endless photo opportunities, like in the store, outside the store, and you're in a place that people just get you, which is really cool. And so that is by far like one of my favorite places to take my dolls. But in terms of around here, I haven't gotten too brave yet. Like I was saying, I really just stick to my backyard and the front yard, but I would love to take them to a local park that I have because it's so beautiful. And it's actually where my wife and I proposed to my wife. So I would love to take our mini-me's back there and do like a whole photo shoot, but one thing at a time. Also, she's getting so grimy. She definitely has a lot of other marks on her that she's going to need some extra TLC to get off. That's not happening in today's video. I just wanted to get her basically clean so that way I can put her in an outfit and not feel like she's super grimy, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's going to need like serious, like a whole spa day. That is not happening today. The next question is, do you have any considerations before taking them out, like taking off accessories or planning outfits? And the answer is yes and no, depending on where we're going. So if I know that we are going to like the AG store, I want her to look super cute and she gets all the accessories, her hair done, all of that. If I am just going like thrifting and she's just tagging along, a lot of times I will make sure she has on sturdy shoes, because if it's those sandals with the plastic straps and they come off, I would hate to lose one. So that is always a panic. So I make sure the shoes are super secure, or I just don't put them on, or I'll bring them with me in my bag if I know we're going to like take pictures. And then in terms of accessories, I am working on accessories. I really want to add some more jewelry for my dolls. I just haven't gotten to that yet, but that is something I would love to do. And pierce a couple dolls' ears and or nose. I would love for my mini-me to have a nose piercing because I've had my nose pierced since I was 18. I know we're getting off tangent here, but I just think that'd be really cool. And also adding some tattoos. So I have some tattoos, so I would love to add tattoos to my dolls. The next question is, has anyone commented on your dolls? And the answer to that is no, but I also haven't put myself in a situation to really have people comment on them, I guess. This girl's going to need some work and some sun. That's another day though. But like I said, usually they stay in the car, or if I do take them out, we've gone to places like the AG store. So if they're commenting, it's usually for a good reason. Oh, girlfriend. But not in the sense of like random strangers, but I've also not really put myself in that position. And the only thing I can think of is no one has said anything in my neighborhood. I mean, I do carry my dolls with me, like out to my car, and the amount of very cute Ring camera footage of me with my dolls has really accumulated, and I love that. But no, I typically don't have them in public, if that makes sense. And they're usually just like on my lap in the car, or, in a backpack or something like that. No, I have not experienced that yet. And I'm interested if that ever happens, kind of how I'll react. But this is a hobby that for me has taken time to become, I guess, more brave. I love this hobby with my whole heart, but I definitely am still learning the courage to, be an adult with dolls. And I know many of us are, and that is why Bailey made this tag. Okay, I realized halfway through this video that those are all the questions. So I think what I'm going to do is combine this tag that Bailey made and the tag about, I guess, dolls and like your significant other. I don't know those specific questions, but I'll just talk a little bit about mine while I finish her face and get her dressed. So my wife, spouse, partner, I mean, she's interchangeable across the videos, but she is so supportive of my channel. And you may have realized that from some of my videos. She actually is the reason that I got into American Girl, because she found one of the catalogs I had and just kind of asked me nicely, like, hey, like, what is this? Like, what do you like about this? As opposed to being very like accusatory. And it opened me up to explain why, like, I've kept the catalog and how I would love to maybe learning more about them again. And she was so supportive and nice. And that is really how it started. It was actually her, not me. And I mean that in like the most wholesome way ever, because if she didn't open that topic with such love and compassion, I probably would have been or felt embarrassed and then not actually started, at least not as quickly as I did. Let's just put it that way. And it's actually her a lot of times who will ask, like, oh, who's coming with us today? Or you bring in anybody with us today? Like, and she, for the most part, can name a lot of my dolls. So if anything, I feel more confident because of my wife. Like, my wife allows me the space to fully and authentically be myself while also supporting it. Like, if she notices that I'm maybe nervous, or she'll say, oh, get your girl, or, ask me questions about my doll if I'm feeling anxious, to kind of help me like reconnect and be excited that she's coming along, or things like that. It's a really special. So that is something I'm very grateful for, because I know for a fact, like, if I didn't have a supportive partner through this would be very challenging for me. And I've also learned that a lot of times people who are collectors themselves, or grew up with a family who, was a little bit more into collecting, whatever it may be, a lot of times have been very accepting or understanding, I guess. Where, like, I didn't really grow up with a family like that, but my wife's family is super into Disney, and so she collects pins and Loungefly bags and everything Pixar's up. And, so I love supporting all her collections, and I think it's really special that she is just opened her heart to support mine. So what you see behind me, I have my like doll cabinet and my doll house. I have a little vanity over there, but where the camera's sitting is actually our bed. So my doll room is in our bedroom, and that was not something that I had brought up like on my own. That was something that she asked, because she was like, I want you to be able to connect with your dolls, and I know how much you love them, and I think if they were like in our bedroom versus the guest bedroom, you'd feel more comfortable, like, doing more with them and just being around them. They make you so happy to like look at, and she's like, I just think that is more like you, and you would feel happier. And she's so right. And that was so gracious, because this is our bedroom, you know what I mean? And it's surrounded. I mean, one day I'll give you a tour, but it's surrounded by dolls, and she's so sweet and supportive about it. And even if I'm like, oh, well, maybe I want to move something somewhere else in the room, she's like, go ahead, great. Like, she's so sweet. I seriously, and I'm not just like saying this, have the best partner ever with how supportive she is in this community. She is so supportive of my collection and of just the everyday involvement my collection has in my life. Like, it's not just trinkets that sit on shelves. They very much, I mean, they're in our bedroom, but they very much are a huge part of my life. So even being like, oh, what book are you going to read today? Or like, oh, what doll are you going to like do their hair? Or you should like update the doll house. Like, all those types of things. I mean, I can't talk highly enough about my wife. Okay, I am dressing Marley in the Girl Today outfit. I got this in a Pleasant Company lot. I am not putting undies on my doll, so please don't be all weird. I just want to get her in these jeans. Just for context, I am 30, and so, oh right, I think I said my age at the beginning. But, so very much this, like, early 1990s American Girl and Pleasant Company is a lot that I remember. And then, of course, the early 2000s, because that's when, I would say the early 2000s is when I would have been like peak age of maybe 6. So, a lot of my friends started to get the dolls. So I will say, like, those are a lot of the catalogs and things I remember. So things like, or girls like Marley here are a lot of the dolls that I remember. One of the things I really love about the Pleasant Company dolls is just how squishy and full their bodies are. So they're just like really nice to hold, but also then some of the clothes, in my opinion, just like fit better on these dolls. So yeah, I would love if you told me below if you've ever taken your dolls out, and if so, where was like the best place you took them, or if you have any like advice or tips or tricks to take your dolls out. I have been collecting a little over a year now. So when I first started, I know for sure I didn't take any out, but I have been collecting since, I want to say it was February of 2024 is when I like officially started. And I really built the confidence up to take them out. She is so cute. I'm a sucker for like little details. So little belts, little buttons, little, pockets, anything like realistic like that. Yes, that is like my favorite. But I don't know if this shirt is the actual shirt that goes with this. So if anybody knows, like comment down below. Fun fact about this outfit, I got the pants and the belt in, like I said, a lot off Facebook Marketplace. And then the same person posted like another lot with another doll and the shirt and scrunchie. So my filming light decided it needed to die right now. So I have it like rigged up. We're going to finish this video as fast as we can though, just so that it doesn't get any worse. But I think I was saying, fun fact about this outfit is, so it was in a lot. She posted another lot. And in the other lot was the shirt and the scrunchie. And I thought, wait, isn't that like part of the outfit? Like, I want that. I bought the other lot. So I reached out to the girl and asked if I could go get it. And I even offered to pay more money for the shirt and the scrunchie. And she was so nice and said I could just have it if I came and picked it up. So yesterday morning, I actually drove 40 minutes to go pick up a shirt and a scrunchie. And my AG girls will understand, right? And boys, you guys understand? You would do that too? I'm not crazy. But I don't even know. I think this is the shirt. It might not be, but either way, she's looking so good. Marley came with shoes on when I got her off Facebook Marketplace from a different person. And these are the shoes she was wearing. They're probably the closest ones I have to the actual shoes for this outfit. So we're just going to put them back on her. Okay, I have to admit, getting those shoes on was way harder than it needed to be. How cute she is! Ah! It's just Marley and me. The good kind. I will put the scrunchie in for the sake of this outfit for a minute, but she really does need her hair redone, so I've been leaving it down so that eventually I can get to it to fix it. Okay, here's Marley. She looks so cute. The iconic scrunchie and all that thick hair. Yes, girl. Oh, she's trying to grab my hair. But it's so funny because I used to not really be someone who loved the bangs on dolls, but ever since getting a couple of these older Just Like You or Girl of Today or Truly Me dolls, I'm realizing I really like the bangs. They had definitely had to like grow on me. She is so 90s and I'm here for it. Yes, girl, except we gotta get this together. Everybody, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today to clean up Marley here and get her in a very iconic outfit. Let me know if you have this outfit below or what your favorite Girl of Today outfit is. And thanks for tagging along with me to complete that tag and randomly go into the other tag. That's what we do around here. If you'd like to see more of me and Marley, you can follow me over on Instagram at ag_untold. I'll put it below for you. And if you liked videos like this, please give this video a like. That way I know and I can make more. It's been super fun today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you in another video. Bye!